Hey, it's Pete Kelly at On Air Pete, getting some advice for a wedding photographer who wrote in, which, by the way, if you ever need advice, hit me up on social media over here, at On Air Pete. Email me or give us a call here in the studio or leave a voicemail, and we'd be happy to get to you. So, today's question, a wedding photographer writes in saying, I'm a wedding photographer, and one of my best friends asked me to photograph her wedding. I want to be excited, but it bothers me she didn't ask me to be part of her wedding party and wants me to work instead. My husband thinks I'm overthinking it and thinks she's being a good friend hiring me instead of somebody else, but I can't help but take it personally. Am I overthinking this, or am I right to be upset? Now, this is kind of a tough one because you should feel honored that your best friend thinks you're a good enough photographer to hire you, but I kind of get the point where it's one of your best friends. Don't you want your best friend part of your wedding party? So, yeah, kind of a tough situation here. Christine in Albany, what do you think?
I mean, coming from someone who overthinks a lot of things, I think she's overthinking it. I think either way being involved is really important. So I think she just needs to have an honest conversation with her friend, and either role, whether being a part of the wedding as a bridesmaid or maid of honor or being the photographer, that's a huge, role either way. And that's a lot of trust in that person.
So would you talk to your friend and say, look, I'd rather be this in the wedding, or how would you go about it?
No, I don't think so. I think it would be more like, I'm really excited to be a part of your special day. And, let's just talk about if I would be your photographer, how that would look. And, talk about that she was kind of hoping to be involved in the wedding in some way, shape, or form. So she's looking forward to that. But I think she needs to remember this is about her friend getting married, and picking a photographer to be the one to capture those moments for the rest of their lives is also really important.
100.9 The Cat. Jennifer in Rotterdam, how would you feel?
I would be mad wanting me to take pictures and not be in it. It's that moment, sharing something special with one of your good friends, and you're not going to be in those pictures, but you're going to be taking those pictures.
That's a good point, yeah, because you're not going to be part of those memories when you look back in the future through the photo albums.
I beat my best friend up if she ever did something like that.
So what do you suggest she does right now, besides beat her up?
I wouldn't take the pictures. I would tell her how I feel, or try to work something out like, hey, I want to be in your wedding, and I can also take pictures. Yeah, somehow work something out like that.
You can have an assistant or something that can help you out, so you can be part of the wedding during some of the parts, but then take the photos during, some of the most important parts. So maybe you're not up there, part of the wedding party, but you're still able to be heavily involved with it.
Even as like a friend, like even with like my best friend, I wouldn't even be having that conversation because there'd be no way in hell I'd be taking the pictures and not in it. For her to even bring that conversation up, that's really not a friend.
The Cat. Lisa and Hudson, what do you think?
So my cousin offered to do mine because she does the photograph thing on like a part-time gig, and I was honored first of all that she did them because I didn't like exclusively tie her down to it the whole night. So I think the bride has to be negotiable like with it.
So maybe she can negotiate something where it's like, look, pay me 50% of my normal amount, but maybe I'll have a few drinks with you and I'll be able to get more involved with this process because I really want to be there for you and consider this my way of, saying thanks.
Yeah, like when my cousin was at the hotel, like when I was getting ready, she had mimosas with us, like we didn't get wasted. We just had a few mimosas and then went off. And then at the reception, like when things started to kind of die down a little bit, once we had enough pictures, it was like, okay, now, you join in, have some fun with the family. And trust me, like when you get married, you're nervous the whole time through it.
The Cat, Jeremy in Nassau, what do you think?
See, for me, it's honored, right? But golden here, right? I got married over a decade ago, and I know it's a chunk of money, and I'm sure that time has changed. There's important parts before the wedding. You want to get nice pictures. Why not have her friend prioritize like those types of pictures? Slicing the cake, first dance, the whole nine. But now everybody's got a phone. Say, hey, guys, do you mind just snapping some pictures for us with your phones, whatever have you, while we're having a good time? Spread out the love, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In turn, take some money off of the bone that you were going to pay her since she's getting paid full price anyway, and then help comp on some of those meals or bar tabs or something. Yeah. Look out for your buddy, it's for, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm being too nice about it to some people versus the one I just heard, but I don't know.
The Cat, Jennifer in Amsterdam, what do you think?
I think she's overthinking it, and she should be honored that she is going to be part of the memories of the wedding.
So you think it's almost more important that she's part of, like, that she's being
Absolutely.
a photographer as opposed to just...
Yeah, I actually just got married in September, and the biggest people a part of the wedding were the people that were there all the time, the photographers, the cake people, the venue, and they did the most and you get the best relationship with them. So if she's getting asked to do that, then
she should be honored.
Yeah, absolutely.
Megan in Schenectady, what are your thoughts?
At the end of the day, if that's your true best friend, you're going to want to do for them whatever they need you to do on that day.
Yeah.
I feel like she's sort of making it about her. I don't know. I would just never do that to one of my best friends.
No, that's a good point. And like her husband even said, look, you know, you're overthinking it. You should feel honored about this. This should be, you know, a good thing that she thought so highly of you to do this. But instead of being on one end, you're on the other end of it. But you're still there. You're still going to be in the same room as her. And she thinks so highly of you. This should be a good thing.
Yeah, and you could still put yourself, you know, I mean, it's 2020. Selfies are a pretty common thing. You could still,
yep.
you know, put yourself in a few of the photos. And at our wedding, you know, our wedding went till 11, but our photographer, I think, was done at 8, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's common for all the weddings, but if that were my best friend, I would take the pictures, you know, pretty much up until you don't really want pictures taken anymore anyway.
Yeah.
And when the chaos begins, and then join in the wedding after that. I mean, there's definitely a way to do both, but I think the last thing you want to do is, you know, make your best friend feel bad about something on their wedding day.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you think about it? Comment below and let us know what you're thinking. And you can listen to us live every day. We're on 3 to 7 p.m. on 100.9 The Cat here in Albany. You can download our free app from the App Store or the Google Play Store, or ask Alexa to play WKLI, or just head to 109thecat.com. You can check us out there too. And if you like this video, make sure you like it, subscribe, check out all the videos we got. We got a few of the links right over here, and where my face is right now. Click that to subscribe.